All right, show me some wonders. Europa Universalis V. V as in vagina. I think that stands for 5, if I'm not mistaken. And I heard that this is just 5 times as complex as the previous. If you're not familiar with these, the Clausewitz engine paradox money makers, people who fall in love with this game and the other games like it spend hundreds, if not thousands of hours conquering the old world. And what do they call it? Blobbing, where you just sort of expand your territory. But there are so many systems in play. It is a world simulator. And I think what they did, they took the previous edition of this and they fractalized it. So all these territories are divided into further territories. Like, it's a pretty wild game. I've tried to get into it so many times because you would think this would appeal to my autism, but it doesn't. There's just something about it. I get through the tutorial and then I'm usually done. And I've been trying since Europa Universalis 1. That's how fucking old I am. Use war, trade, or diplomacy to satisfy your grandest ambitions and dominate 5 centuries of history in the newest version of Europa Universalis, Paradox Interactive's flagship historical grand strategy game. The game that paid for tons of large buildings all around the world where they pump these things out. This came out on the 4th of November from Paradox Tinto, published by Paradox Interactive. They want $80 for it, but don't you worry, there is a premium edition for $113. And then there's, of course, a roadmap. I mean, they are going to milk this for all that it's worth. And I was surprised that this was not on their subscription service, because Paradox has a subscription service, which is actually a good deal if you've never played any Paradox games before and have never spent a penny on any of their stuff. Because if you were at the cutting edge, always getting the DLCs for their many tentpole titles, Stellaris and Victoria and Europa Universalis, Hearts of Iron, you would be in the hole to them for thousands of dollars. All right, you get a sign-in bonus for joining their Paradox mailing list, and yeah, it's a grand strategy world simulator. Rule, decide, and explore, impose, negotiate, and conquer, build, mold, and govern, and prevail. But it's not like this. You're not rolling around on the high seas. You're looking at a map and watching your territory expand and then dealing with thousands, if not tens of thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of variables as the world progresses around you. Yeah, there is something about this that should be just super appealing to me, and I don't know what it is. I try so hard to get into it. It might be because I'm getting so old that I can't really read the user interface anymore. It's just too tiny. My eyes just aren't what they used to be. I need to get a bigger screen, I think. Maybe just a giant TV panel. Oh, well, there it is. It will very likely go on sale eventually, or if they do add their subscription-based service to it, you might want to wait a couple years anyways, because I think that by now Paradox purposely cripples their initial release so that they have something to reel out to players over the years. Like they'll add in special features that actually make the game way better. But the good news about Europa Universalis 5 being here is that Europa Universalis 4 will likely be packaged into a much cheaper collection, or like I said, the subscription service. I believe I have all of Europa Universalis 4 despite never getting further than the tutorial. So I don't know what that tells you about me, but there you go. Probably I'm just a fucking idiot. Football Manager 26. Okay, similarly milking the golden cow of niche gamers. Here it is. We've been waiting for it. Is this the ultimate idle game? Really? Idle incremental game? Is a football simulator? Where you go in and choose your squad and then watch them play? Yeah, I think it might be. I don't believe you can take direct control of the game. Can you? If you can, I stand corrected, but I don't think it's a football. It's not FIFA. Step into the dugout and experience the future of football management. That's all they've got to say. You bought 25, you better buy 26. You're hooked. You're on. But I mean, if it's the only game you play and it comes out once a year, that's actually way more reasonable than the person that spends $100 or $1,000 on games that they don't play every year. This came out on the 4th of November from Sports Interactive, published by Sega. It's on Game Pass. Interesting. PC Game Pass. It uses de novo. Oh no. There is a demo if you want to find out if you're on the male autism spectrum for this, and it's $80 retail. Out now, play today. Can't wait. 26. We're like playing in the future, kids. The richest ever match day experience, Premier League joins the action. There's advanced tactical innovation. You get to decide how your team plays across every inch of the pitch. Total football, total control, and overhauled UI, and it should be because that's all this game really is a user interface. And they're introducing women's football. Wow, all the men that have been buying this for the last decade have been looking forward to that. And the transformative transfer tools and your manager your way. I would just love to see the metrics, because this would be probably the best way, because there's that thing that goes around where they say that 50% of gamers are female, which is complete bullshit. Gamer itself is a spectrum, and it goes from hardcore to softcore, however you want to label that. And there's a huge difference between someone who taps in Candy Crush on their mobile phone to someone who sits down and puts in 6,000 hours in Europa Universalis 5. And I will tell you, one of those people has a female brain and the other has a male brain. And since they're doing this, it will be fascinating to see the metrics about who is actually playing the Women's League, because that would be a far better measure. And I would be willing to bet it's less than 10%, probably less than 5%. Anyways, here it is, and that's not to be sexist, it's to be fucking realist, because this is a business at the end of the day, and that's why they make these decisions on both sides, to pander to whoever. Don't get it mistaken. All right, I'm good. Outside the blocks. What is this, a diorama builder? We've been seeing quite a few of these show up in the last little while, because I believe they're probably fairly straightforward to create. And they can utilize those asset packs you've got lying around. So basically, you just set it up so the user can put down the objects that you purchased or got for free off the Fab store, and then light them and take a picture. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a genre. I guess it's a thing. Is it a game, though? Good question. What is a game? I wonder. Unleash your creativity and design your own diorama in Outside the Blocks, a full-featured model builder. Shape the terrain, assemble modular houses, add decorations, and put your creation on display. It's not really a full model builder, because I would believe that these things come in full chunks, like this entire house would come in a big chunk. If you could actually build it from the foundations and the walls and decide where the windows go and shape the roofs and everything, that would be pretty cool. This came out on the 4th of November from Michael Kubas, self-published, and they want $19.50 for it. Unleash your creativity, decide where the sun shines, how high the water level rises. I guess it would be all right. Save you a lot of money on physical modeling, but then you wouldn't get any of the skills. Auto build, easily manipulate entire building sections, storytelling props and animated characters, adjustable materials, advanced layer system. Yeah, you're one step away from a game development engine. That's all. Bases and glass domes, nature elements and organic objects, advanced terrain editing, epoxy resin, weather conditions and lighting schemes. Show off your masterpiece with the built-in photo mode. I would hope so. Don't make me just press the screenshot thing. I mean, I'm good on these kind of things, but if it's a gateway to actual physical model building, that would be something. Desktop Defender. Here's something else to distract you from your day. Sits in the corner. What is it? Incremental? Why do they have a screenshot of their Steam page with the game overlaying it? That's funny. Wait, which game is this? I don't think this is their game. Looks like Windward or something. And why? It's like a tiny screen in the corner of your screen, and they did the barrel filter on it to make it look like an old CRT monitor with the scan lines and everything. Okay, bro. But the UI is ultra crisp. Okay. Well, this is terrible. And there it is in, which engine is this? Is this Unity or is this Godot? Could be Godot. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've opened up a game engine. All right. An idle auto battler that sits in the corner of your screen while you do other things. Why should I install this on my computer? It's the big question. It came out on the 4th of November from Conradical Games, published by Poi Sky Productions. Is there a tutorial out there on how to build these things? Like, I always wonder about that, whether there's tutorials on survivor likes and idlers and time wasters, productivity killers. There must be. And then these people just finish the tutorial, add their own twist to it, and publish it on Steam. It wouldn't surprise me. $6.50 is the asking price for this, and that's it. It just sits there and does a screen shake every once in a while. It's like a twitch in the corner of your eye. Develop a tick where your right eye twitches every time the damn thing takes a shot. Level up and unlock, hunt for loot, ascend and grow stronger, always on but never in the way as we mine your Bitcoin. Customize your play. It's up to you. Well, if it's up to me, I'm moving on. Vivid World. All right, what is this? You're a bored little emo girl with a black cat hair beret? I don't think I am. The art style's kind of juicy. Reminds me of Glitch. Did you ever play Glitch? It was a short-lived little, massively multiplayer online sort of thing, and it was very tasty, and it went away. I think it was one of the Flickr guys was involved in that, Flickr or Tumblr or somebody, and they done fucked it, but it was a good one. I don't know, though. I mean, okay, nice art. Not sure about this protagonist. Definitely not for me. Follow-up to the hit game Vivid Night. Oh. Vivid World is a completely new party-building roguelike strategy game. Our story takes place in the Underworld, a land ruled by demons. Utilize and master our protagonist, Lemuria's new jewel magic to conquer strange dungeons. I guess this is a game for girls, 100%. Came out on the 4th of November from Asobism Company Limited. Self-published because they are serious about the business. They want $26 for it. And party building roguelike auto battler. Pretty much everything I hate about everything. Resource management that will test your thinking. Okay, your characters who battle for you are just jewels. I see. It's a world shrouded in mystery. I'm going to keep it a mystery. Not interested in uncovering this one, but you might be. There it is. Get it for your niece. Laundering simulator. Clean cash and laundry. Is it actually a money laundering business? That would be cool. What is this? You're designing flip-flops? Okay, it's just another shop simulator. And I guess you've developed flip-flops in the basement? I don't get what you're doing here. You got to buy washing machines. You have a stamp printer. You got to make sure to give the correct change. You've got a huge poster of Anonymous for some reason. Maybe this has some weird, seedy underbelly to it, which would be cool. It's what I've said that these games need. On the surface, it's just, yeah, okay, it's another slop simulator, but then underneath, there's something else. Could be cool. Probably watch CaseOh play this for a few hours and get my fix that way while I'm playing another game. Laundering simulator puts you in charge of a two-faced enterprise. Yeah, a hidden counterfeiting workshop with a laundromat as its front. Help Eddie Weiser run this crazy show and deal with small business management, a criminal underground, nosy authorities, and a rage-inducing grandmother. It's perfect. This is exactly what all of these games should be like. Came out on the 4th of November from Ritual Interactive, self-published alongside Playway SA, everybody's favorite simulator slop publisher. There is a demo. I'm actually going to take a look at this one, although I'm sure I'll get bored as soon as I start handing out change. They want $17 for it, reasonably priced. Crime doesn't pay. Run your own forgery workshop with a laundromat as its front. Good, clean fun. Looks like the cops break in. Contend with crazy Karen customers, a criminal underworld, intrusive sponsors, government raids, and an aneurysm-inducing grandparent. Nice. Party in the back. Both sides of the game simulation will take solid management skills. And you've got business in the front as a laundromat owner. And dear old Nana. Eddie's grandma's just hanging around. Nana Weiser needs some loving care. Clean cash, clean clothes. Eddie picks both of those. And he seems to be going through all this trouble for a good reason. A money reason. Cool. Some of the photos and decorations were generated by machines, and the game features mature content references in the in-game dialogues between characters and text descriptions, as well as some mature depictions in the in-game items. Yeah, interesting. I'll take a look. Again, it's going to be better when CaseOh plays it. Second Son. Look at the size of that shotgun. First-person shooter. We got some medieval. We got a mix of asset packs here, making good use of the Fab Store. And, okay. What are we shooting exactly? Eldritch creatures? Is there magic involved? It looks like you have a magic staff. Pretty bog standard user interface. Valley of the Damned. That's where I feel like I'm at right now. Second Son is a high octane. Well, none of those screenshots really screamed high octane to me. A first-person shooter with role-playing game elements set in an open world filled with intriguing landmarks, procedurally generated dungeons, so randomly generated, great, and tons of loot. Explore a vast, picturesque map and use your abilities to save the Empire from devastation and prevent the world from falling into darkness. Came out on the 5th of November from Grey Wolf Entertainment, published by Iceberg Interactive. There is a demo, and they want $26 for it. Apparently there's a captivating story, tense combat, lock and load, kid. Vast world to explore, a carefully crafted world with impressionist character. Yeah, but it's all procedurally generated. You only carefully crafted 3% of it and then had the machine make the rest of it. Put it together, machine. Okay, fast-paced combat. It would have been nice if the screenshots conveyed that, but they didn't at all. Fight, loot, upgrade, explore a map, customize your character. Game contains themes and content of an adult nature due to graphic violence and horror that may not be suitable for minors. I watched RoboCop when I was 8 years old. Was that not the suitable time? This includes the use of guns to shoot and inevitably kill demons and demon-like creatures. The game may also not be suitable for people who are sensitive to loud noises, flashes, or horror images. Yeah, go back to your cozy games. I'm good on this. I mean, it looks generic. Trolldom. Trolldom. We're living in the trolldom. What is this now? You got a lo-fi pixel art, kind of a horrific looking UI, and is it one of these open world adventure games like Eyes of Magile? Is that what that's called? I hope that's what that's called. We've come to realize that I'm losing my memory. I don't know why. It could be all the marijuana. An old school 2D fantasy open world, massively multiplayer online role-playing game featuring a character progression, classes, monsters, quests, guilds, dungeons, epic loot, achievements, procedural world generation, player versus player combat, and much more. Why would I play this instead of any other free MMO that features full 3D graphics and lush character design and all that stuff? I mean, if Amazon couldn't do it with New World, what are you going to do with Trolldom? Came out on the 5th of November from Plant-Based Games. No meat was used in the creation of this game. This is the kind of game that vegans come up with. I see. That makes perfect sense to me, honestly. There's a demo, and it's $13, old school 2D fantasy open world. Who wants this? 5 classes, 351 quests, 8 instance dungeons, optional player versus player. Don't worry, you won't be ganked. No pay to win ever. Yeah, no. That's what your paydays are going to feel like when you see the money not roll in from this. Mix of handcrafted and generated worlds and dungeons, gods and deities, optional offline mode. And the machines were used to generate text for some specific non-player characters with a non-interactive dialogue. Yeah, because you wouldn't want to interact with a machine in 2025, would you? I don't get that fear. I really don't. It's a rising thing. We're seeing it. Is this what it was like when, you know, the automobile was introduced? It must have been. We're going through that period now where people are actually afraid of machines. It's wild. Too much Terminator. Thanks a lot, James Cameron. You fucked it for everybody. Anyways, Trolldom, whatever. Foolish Mortals. There's a throwback point and click with hand-drawn art. Looks okay. Again, I grew up playing these games. I highly doubt I'll play this one. What's that one? Oh, God. Again, my memory is so bad. Sword of the Templar or something? Templar Sword. There's like 5 games in the series from Daedalic. I've been meaning to play through those forever. Haven't gotten very far. Probably wouldn't get very far with this. Louisiana, 1933. 30 years ago, an entire wedding suddenly and mysteriously vanished on the island of Devil's Rock, and with it went the location of the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. To find it, you might need to die too. A cozy, story-driven point-and-click adventure game of the merry and macabre. Came out on the 5th of November from Inklingwood Studios, self-published. They want $26 for it. There's some DLC if you want it. And they told you the whole story there. So yeah, it's a puzzle game, spooky, but not scary, classic adventure. Piece together the clues. There's 76 gorgeous hand-drawn locations, a full-length experience, a broken sword, not Templar sword, broken sword. Thank you. I gotta deal with this brain thing. Maybe more creatine in the morning. I don't know. So same length as Monkey Island, a high-quality animation, more than 2 hours of original music, fully voiced, don't care, and it's starring a bunch of people I don't care about. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't, bro. And I have so many Wadjet Eye games that I need to play through. Techno Babylon, just a bunch of those. Beneath a Steel Sky as well. I've been trying to finish forever. Yeah, I don't know. Just not for me. Dead Static Drive. All right, here's something with a little bit of impressionistic style. Nice little filter over top of everything. Reminds me of Kentucky Road Zero just a little bit. So what do? Is it like a Kentucky Road Zero sort of fever dream kind of David Lynchian sort of experience? It looks like you play a blonde girl in a white dress. Dead Static Drive is Grand Theft Cthulhu, an indie survival horror game. Do you actually need to mention this? Indie? Like, is that a selling point or something? I wonder. A survival horror game following a nightmarish road trip across 1980s Americana. That's not a thing. Evade police, equip yourself and those close to you, and follow your own moral code. Learn how and who to trust, and learn it fast. The monsters are gaining on you. Came out on the 4th of November from Rubin Games, self-published. It's on Game Pass, and they want $39 for this. Are you serious? Well, play as Hurst, a wayward traveler searching for their missing parents. And answers in a world collapsing under the weight of something ancient and wrong. I can see something wrong with this. Protect those around you. Help stop a violent, paranoid man whose delusions are putting everyone at risk, including his own children. Note to me. You didn't grow up here. You don't know the streets. Your parents live out this way or lived. You come to find your family. Something stirs beneath the pavement. Features moderate amounts of comic violence. Human characters and monsters can be fought and killed. Features the use of legal intoxicants, including alcohol. Okay, that legal bud, that government weed. I don't know, bro. Overpriced. If I ever re-up the Game Pass, maybe take a look. But yeah, I don't know about this one. But there you go. Good luck with your indie game at a premium price. Doubled what it should be. Slaves of Magic. Nice. You don't see too many games with the word slave in the title, but here it is. Actually looks like hand-drawn art. And an isometric presentation. Is it roguelike, tactical, maybe turn-based tactics kind of thing? With just a slight deviant art edge to it. Humanity has been invaded by otherworldly forces wielding magic. Lead to resistance against the oppressors in this fantasy turn-based strategy game to save humanity from becoming the slaves of magic. Came out on the 2nd of November from Amethyst Dreamers, self-published. They want $32.50 for this. Ooh. Again, this reminds me that I just haven't finished Battle Brothers, nor, what's that? Again, the memory. Unbelievable. The one from Shiro Games, which is turn-based tactics on a grid like this, and you have a company of mercenaries. It's really, really good. Build up the resistance, outsmart the invaders on a strategic level, manage and upgrade your team, sabotage the invading armies in turn-based tactical combat, and then try again. The game is being built from the ground up. I think you need to come in and fix your copy. To focus on replayability, there are multiple invading forces with different enemies and a reactive campaign machine necessitating a different approach. Nor will you be able to access or afford everything in one playthrough, giving ample space for experimenting with different approaches. Every invasion story will be yours to write, and humanity can only hope that you are up to the task to save it from becoming slaves of magic. So yeah, I'd probably play Battle Brothers first before this. This looks like it's got a bit of variety in it. And again, that hand-drawn. Definitely did not want to use a machine to help with the artwork here. Good effort. Yeah, that's about all I can say about that. Should have had a demo. Of Lies and Rain. Speaking of lies, there's a VR game. Remember when they said that VR was going to change the face of gaming and all the evangelists were like, it's the next big thing and everybody's going to want to put a sweaty helmet on their head to play video games, dance around the living room, smash the controllers into their OLEDs, watch grandma fall down the stairs because she thinks the roller coaster's real? Yeah, and that never happened. Of Lies and Rain is a story-driven first-person shooter built exclusively for virtual reality. Never forget that that's what that's supposed to stand for. Set in a dark sci-fi post-apocalyptic world at the edge of the real and digital realm, you'll fight to reclaim your past and save humanity from the brink of extinction. It's always the same shit, isn't it? Came out on the 4th of November from a Castello Incorporated, self-published. There is a demo. They want $52 for this. because they got to pay for that one Steam, what's Valve's fucking thing called, the Index? I've got one sitting in a box in the bottom shelf next to my computer right here, and I haven't touched it in years. It's the truth. I still look at porn the traditional way, too. Anyways, it's September 10th, 2048. The world you knew is gone. I can't wait. Uncover the truth, explore the life of a survivor, traverse interconnected real and digital worlds, fight your way through a ruined world, wield weapons with distinct and innovative designs. What, like this pistol? Well, show me that pistol and show me how innovative it is. It's got LEDs all over it. Okay. Solve riddles. I don't know. We wanted to depict a post-apocalyptic. Yeah, you did your best there. It's an I instead of a Y. Devastated world where humanity is collapsing. A world like this is a violent one. People are drawn to cannibalism and capital V violence against each other in order to survive. There is no explicit sexual content in Of Lies and Rain. You might have made more than 3 sales if you'd added a little. I'm good. I'm good on all that. New queue. Oh, interesting. You can actually go and start a new queue right from the end and just endlessly do it. We're not going to do that. We're getting you out of here. 19,379 games have been viewed. You have yourself a fantastic day.